Hello, my lovely edge dwellers. Luca Hallex here, Power Sorcerer. Welcome to Luca's Laser Channel. This is episode 3 on January the 27th, 2024. And this is where we're beginning this, where the start up to this is quite slow. I feel like it needs to be slow as we roll into and unfold what we're going to be doing here in terms of bringing through information from that intergalactic realm that I talk about. And that's really a combination of my higher self and my guides and my intergalactic team, but also the same for all of you. And not just the folks who are with me here today, but also the people who are going to be with us in the future as they come back and listen to this. And they keep telling me that this is the case, and I don't exactly understand how it happens that way, but they keep telling me that it does happen that way. So I'm going to accept that and trust that that's actually how this is all coming together. So I'm going to just close my eyes for a moment and pick up the group, the assemblage around us, and then I'll see what comes through. Usually when I channel like this, I'm what I call a conscious channel, which means that I haven't completely disappeared into the ethers while the intergalactic team uses my voice. But I do have to come back and listen to it again afterwards because I don't remember every word of what I say. So here we go. I'm going to tune in and then start going, and I may have my eyes closed as I do this. And we'll channel for about half an hour. And I trust that my guides will bring me out of this after half an hour. It seems to work that way because I don't like the chime going off in the background. So let's see how this unfolds this time. Welcome, dear ones. We are assembled here today, very close to your full moon, to bring through some important messages, important as they are to you and also as they are to us. Luca is yawning at the moment as we are opening her throat chakra, as you refer to it. This does not mean that she is tired, nor the usual meaning when she does a so-called reading, as you call it, when she says that the yawns mean some form of resistance. This is not that case. Those of you who will listen to this time have a connection to what we refer to as the blue race. Luca refers to it as the little blue beings of light. Not all of you are of this particular group, but you all have connections into it Otherwise, you would not be with us here today, not even listening to us after the fact, in your today as you listen. We navigate quite carefully around your concept of time and timing because it is not the same for us. And we have spoken of this in the past. We speak to you quite slowly and carefully because this language is not our language. And we take care to make sure that our choice of words is understood and not misunderstood. Most of what we convey to you in these sessions is vibrational. That means that the vibration that we are is carried through to the vibrations that you are through the sound of Luca's voice as we are using it. Sure, you are that this is an opening for all of you. You are here today because you are sure. Those who are not will not make it to this session as they are not quite ready for the vibration that we bring through at this moment in your concept of time and place. You are never subjected to vibrations for which you are not yet ready. It would make you ill were you to be subjected to it. And so therefore, you avoid vibrations that do not feel good to you in the moment. That includes your ability to even hear the possibility that there is a session that you could attend. Many of you are dealing with the concept of fear of the future, fear of what may come and what may not come. And we are here to tell you that this concept is one which you release as you come to more of these sessions. This is why we have asked Luca to run more of them at this time. The frequency is important as it will continue to open vibrational doors for all of you who are ready at this time. The planet is going through a profound change at this time. It has been building for many years, in fact, many decades. And you have felt it, and you have gradually adjusted to the point where you can hear what we have to share with you today. As the planet makes this shift, it will be more and more ready for the vibration that you carry around you as you walk about doing your daily business in your world. This is not a momentous activity where you stand on street corners making great speeches. This is more about you moving through your world and passing by and passing through the energy fields of those who need to receive at this time. You can be even more assured that those who cannot handle the vibration that you are will not be able to continue to visit your energy field. This will look to you as though your world is changing. In fact, what is happening is that the energy fields are sorting themselves. They bounce off one another if they are not compatible. Your energy fields here at the moment are compatible, and therefore you can all sit together to listen to this. And we would say advisedly that you can participate in this, because although you sit and listen, so called, with your ears, you are actually participating in an exchange of energy. 99% of Luca is not present in her physical body. This is many times very frustrating for her, because in this incarnation, she is taught that what is in her body is all that is, and this is not the case. She is coming to understand what this means on a day-to-day, practical, interaction by interaction basis, and so are all of you. The choice that she has made in this lifetime is to articulate her experience and to provide a voice for the 99% of her that is not in the body. And we add to that our voices, because we are intimately connected with her in a community environment in what is not your three-dimensional world. There are actually many ways in which we interact with her. Some of them are on various space, what you would call space stations, that are located in the Earth's atmosphere and beyond it, but still fairly close in terms of the size of your galaxy. We also interact with her in other dimensions that do not have physical space in the same way that you understand it. Some of the places where we are, and we say places advisedly, where we interact with Luca are not physical at all. They take place in what you would call the world of your imagination, or the conceptual sphere. She is most active in this sphere, as are we. We have made an agreement with her that we will be part of the team that helps her to bring information and vibration through to all of you at this time. We do this with great love, compassion, understanding, and joy and excitement, for this is an experiment we have been building towards layer by layer for a long time, as you understand it in your sphere. Truly, this is not time as you understand it, but layers and layers of complexity. And the more layers, the more beautiful it is from our perspective, the more intricate, in the same way as you would appreciate great art. Art is, in fact, one of the ways in which you understand these complexities of ideas and the joy that is behind them. Joy is love and knowledge together. Joy brings information, but it also moves hearts, it moves minds, and it moves your physical world. There is no greater power than love and knowledge joined together. As you shift vibrational levels in your concept of levels, for this is truly not a hierarchy, but you perceive it that way still. As you shift these levels, you will become less afraid and more joyful, but you will not identify with the joy because, in a way, it will become commonplace for you. Each of you has a different purpose on this planet, but together you have an identified purpose of raising the vibration level of your compatriots on the planet. So far, the numbers on your planet are growing exponentially in the same way as when you listen to popcorn with heat beneath it beginning to go off in a pot. They start to pop all together because the conditions are right. The conditions on your planet are right. What you are watching and hearing in your news broadcasts through your media at the moment is the voice piece of your fears. You may watch all of these if you choose to be aware of what is going on in the mainstream on your planet, but watch it with compassion, watch it with knowledge in your heart, for if you only open your heart, the pain will be great. If you open your heart with compassion in place, knowledge included, then this will allow your understanding to grow and allow you to remain outside of judgment. Remaining outside of judgment will allow people to approach your energy field as they are ready. For compassion is what keeps you out of fear. And fear is a rigidifier of sorts of the vibrational fields that surround each of you and that make up the communities in which you live. At the moment, you are all strategically placed to support the elevation of vibration in your chosen communities. Watch who comes to you. Watch who crosses your path. Watch what falls into your hands. Watch the animals that come to you to share and to help raise your vibration when you feel a little shaky and a little low. For truly you are beings of light and vibration. Light is vibration. Some of you are more sound than light, but all of you are vibration. For each of you, when you move towards those activities for which you have great passion, you are then in your highest level of vibration. And from this place, you have greatest power, greatest ease, most familiarity, and greatest compassion. Therefore, when you choose your activities for each day of your life, choose to do things for which you have passion and gifts, and with people for whom you have greatest love and understanding. This will give you the greatest chances to influence in the way that you have chosen to come to the planet and exercise your power in this lifetime. Many of you, most of you, have channels that reach into other aspects of yourselves that you would call from this perspective other lifetimes. From each of those lifetimes where you have greatest passion and awareness, you are also able to influence other lifetimes. You would see this as a multidimensional sphere where nothing is linear. Keeping yourself at your highest level of vibration is a daily dance. We call it a dance for it is in constant motion and it makes you happy. Most people do not dance when they do not feel happy. And also when they dance, it raises the level of joy in their vibrational field. Keeping yourself at your highest vibration will make you healthier. This is not to say that people who are not healthy are at fault in some way. Sometimes going into lower levels of vibration is a deliberate choice in order to pick up, raise, influence, and guide those who are in those spheres at this time. Truly, no one's effort is wasted, for there is no concept of waste in a vibrational field. There is only vibration. All forms of life on the planet at this time are involved in this experiment. When plants grow according to their blueprint, they experience joy. And you know this by being around them, for they give you joy. They raise your vibration as well. This is also true of animals on your planet and goes to the most minute level of organism and life form. Animals that are going extinct at this time are releasing their energy form in a burst of joy, but they still exist on the level of the blueprint of creation. They are only removing themselves from your particular vibrational field. Do not lament their passing, for this is a choice on their part. Some organisms on your planet, when they are threatened, multiply themselves so that they may not be made extinct. This is not true for those creatures who decide collectively that they will remove their presence. This is not to say that disregarding the rights and the joys of any particular life form is a collective decision that does not have repercussions. However, nothing can be destroyed. Everything is energy and transforms into another form of energy. Keeping to this theme, none of you, when you die, disappear. In fact, you move into the web, the network that is the rest of your incarnations. For as long as you are a vibrational being, you will manifest vibrationally. It is part of the nature of vibration that will not be completely still, because if it is no longer a vibration. Vibrations can begin again with an impulse, and the impulse comes from what you refer to as your soul or spirit. It is our very great pleasure to share these concepts with you in sessions such as this. We have agreed with Luca that we will visit you one time in each month of your calendar year. At some point, we will increase this frequency with Luca's agreement. But for the time being, this will be one time per month. Whether there is a large number of people listening to this or not does not affect the efficacy of what we do with you when we communicate through Luca. She is listening to this with interest, for we have not said this to her until now. Thank you for being with Luca at this time to help hold and transmute and transform the energy we are channeling through her to all of you right now. It is our very great pleasure to be of service in this way and to interact with you in such a community. We bid you farewell until our next transmission. There we go.
Welcome back.
I'm going to leave this recording so that we can have our conversation afterwards. I see by looking at the clock that was about 25 minutes. So I guess that's what it is today. So I'm going to hand over to you, Jennifer, for any of you who have not yet met Jennifer. Jennifer Ellis is one of our paradigm shifters within the Edgetroller community on Patreon. And she has generously volunteered to host a discussion afterwards, because it takes me a minute to kind of arrive back. But as soon as I've had a drink of water and arrive back, I will join in with this as well. But I'm going to hand over to you, Jennifer, and let you get us started.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. And it's very exciting to have more people here. Again, as was mentioned in there, number of participants irrelevant. It's not a numbers game, basically. It's a vibrational game. So yeah, absolutely inviting anyone to unmute. This is an open discussion. I'm here. I mean, I have thoughts myself, but if anyone has anything as well that they just were like, oh, that really struck me as, profound. I mean, first of all, mine was that we're all connected to the blue race, the little blue beings of light. I thought that was kind of exciting. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. You're connected to the little blue race. Is this the Smurfs? Like, what do we got?
Well, isn't there the Blu-ray light beams?
Absolutely. I mean, it's whatever
Yeah.
you feel. That's what I think the juiciness of this is. These are words like I like that they said. We're choosing words carefully to put it into an appropriate vibrational construct that can be relayed. Since it's not about the words, it's about the vibration of being here. And that we are all as attendees, that we are sure that we are at and willing and being at this level of vibration so that we can hear what is being relayed. And then we get to go out and vibe it out, you know, as we go about our daily activities. Like we have these lovely little vibrational force fields and people can come boing, okay, they need bounce off. Oh, this person's kind of sticking a little closer. They're liking this. You know, that was kind of my fun impression out of this. Yeah, does anyone, because you know me, I can talk. Does anyone have an impression that wants to come up that they'd love to share? Art, animals.
What I remember that made an impression on me was when they said, if you're noticing like that changes upon us in a big way this year, that's one. And then number two, in conjunction with that sentence, they said, so if you're noticing that people are disappearing from your life, or like the shifts are, you know, in your community of people that you're used to being around is changing, that's not anything but a redistribution or reorganization of energy. And I thought, oh, well, isn't that just so apt? Because that's been happening for me, I'd say, like really seriously for the last 9 months. I'm just like, you know, people are just like, and, you know, or somebody that I've spent a lot of time with, all of a sudden I barely see or speak to. So I'm working on not taking that personally and to heart so much, and just realizing that we're in a big energetic shift and some people just can't take my energy. I just look at it like, okay, I'm a lot, and that's okay.
We appreciate your lotness. Please continue to shine it.
I appreciate my lotness now too.
Yeah. Well, that was
a lot on a vibrational level, right? That it's just how we're vibrating. It's one of the things that I'm left feeling as I come out of this is about the compassion that people can come through in a different way. They can do something that looks like they're dropping into a lower energy vibration, and it's okay. They're doing something there.
Yes, that was the, you know, allow you stay out of judgment component of, not to others, but oftentimes when we've had this discussion just yesterday, Luca, and oftentimes we're most critical of ourselves. Because something changes and society dictates that that's an incorrect outcome, that we have done something inappropriate, versus knowing that if everything is light and vibration, then everything is moving as it is meant to be. I also like the fact that some people are more sound than light. I'm like, well, how do we find that out?
Sorry, can you say that again? I like that.
Who remembers the words to all the songs and all the tunes? It's like,
oh, well, you know, I'm like, well, what would that feel like? Like, what's the difference? Yeah. And if Luca's like 99% here in her physical body,
I didn't know that.
What the frick? How are you doing that? You can imagine, you know, like Ellie, imagine yourself. Maybe you're in the 90s. Maybe like just all of these new concepts that are available. I think that's fantastic.
I think so too.
Yeah. Anything, Brenda, that's blowing up for you?
Well, what I felt was everything that Luca had said. I kind of felt that I had heard it before.
Yeah.
Do you
it
know what I mean?
becomes if
Okay.
familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it was really reassuring and yeah.
Great
Uh,
validation, right?
yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
That's
I
well
did
said.
feel too, while Luca was channeling, I felt really heavy-headed as well, that I felt like I almost wanted to go to sleep.
Mm.
So out of my body, but still wanted to connect. Does that does that make sense to anybody? Oh dear.
Yeah, of course. It's how you experiencing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the fun analogies I loved was also how people are appropriately kind of shifting their awareness and their consciousness as if you're listening to popcorn beneath heat, like
Yeah.
the analogy, right? All of a sudden it's like slowly heating and there's a bunch and all of a sudden it starts going pop, 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 pop. And
Yeah.
and is there anything we need to do? Like, no, like it says, we're strategically placed where we're meant to in support of our tribe. It's not about going and looking for activities of consciousness to do, but just to recognize you are that and then go about your day with passion and in that dance. So I mean, I don't know, Ellie, how successful, I mean, you've got some beautiful art behind you. How
Yeah, they
you're
were
So-
talking
feeling.
about creativity.
Yeah.
So I pulled that painting out of my closet as I was cleaning it out the other day and remembered that I'd done it as a lesson with an Australian artist online about 6 years ago. And it was just like a following along and creating something that she had already done a lesson for. And so mine turned out quite different than hers was. And I even changed the word. I even changed the word on the bottom. She had just a bunch of designs, but I wrote transformation on the bottom of it.
Oh, how interesting.
That's very interesting.
And that is, I literally have that as this is the poster child of me for the last 6 years. It's been like massive transformation.
I like
And
the
how
other one behind
interesting that
has
you
the
just
arrow up. When you pull that away, there's an arrow pointing up in behind it too.
Oh yeah.
brilliant.
So yeah, it's I actually didn't like that painting at all when I had created it. I was like, what the hell is that? But now I look at it and have great appreciation for it, for
Yeah.
what I've been through. And
Yeah.
yeah. So I've kind of grown into liking it.
So it's like you guys are twins in there because it is like another personality in the frame for me when I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
thought that
behind
too.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I love it. And I know I see Nina is here and I just wanted to offer, I know you're muted.
Hi, Nina.
Yeah, say hello, obviously. Hello. Feel free at any point to enjoy the conversation and the vibes or to, open mic. There you go.
Hi, Nina.
Hi, I actually just dropped in. I didn't even realize this was happening today, but then I got like a somehow the email showed up and I was 20 minutes late and I was like, oh, I'll drop in on this. And I kind of just wanted to be a spectator. And now it's like, looks like it's a real discussion and I'm sitting there going, oh, I just want to watch.
But that's all right, because
but I think it's good that I'm here now.
Just
So
watch.
Yeah, and you can come back and listen to the replay, right? And you'll know more. But you must have only needed the 10 minutes that you got,
Yeah.
And isn't it interesting that they were talking about creativity right at the very end?
Okay.
Well, they were talking about creativity, and I'm thinking about you because so much of your life is very creative.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I'll watch it again for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to say something else on something else, it's all about our community. So feel free. There's I mean, to me, there's no requirement of anything. I just wanted to open it up to you because I really like you. I like your vibration. And so I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to extend that so that,
Thank
feel,
you.
feel free.
Yeah,
As we do
thanks.
more things and get to know people more,
Uh-huh.
that's what I really appreciate and enjoy as well. As opposed to, I mean, it's wonderful hearing things from Luca and the team, but I know we all have our own group that way, that it'd be fabulous to start spending more time sharing with each other and just growing that magnificence of each other, around. Yeah, that's my big spiel on that apparently that wants to come out. So I'll just stop talking on that. And I just love people. I love sharing this. I love this opportunity. I love collaborating. I love playing. And so I really appreciate this opportunity for us to chat about the subject or anything about it, because it's all consciousness, it's all creation. Right? So
Yep.
that's my take.
Yeah.
I like that idea of joy and knowledge.
Love and
Yes.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Love and knowledge
Knowledge.
equals joy.
Equals joy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I was thinking, wow. And then they were talking about how that comes about when we do what we're passionate about and gifted in. And that I mean, that makes sense to me because it's not a numbers game, right?
No.
Not a numbers game. And we're bombarded with this all the time, that it's a numbers game and that we have to be earning enough money and that we like this, and the piece about fear, and that it's fear about what might or might not happen in the future, which is dependent on everything being about time. And when I'm in that space of channeling this information, I get it, but I don't really, I mean, not with my head. With my head, I can't describe how this isn't about time, but it's not about time.
Are you guys finding your relationship to time shifting at all lately?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I felt like over the holidays, it was very pronounced over the holidays. And now into January, I was just talking to my sister-in-law on the phone before I got on here. And she's like, my God, like I haven't really had a full-on conversation with you since we were together at Christmas. And now all of a sudden it's a month later. And I said, and it's gone very slowly, and it's gone like a snap at the same time. My experience of time right now is both. It's very interesting.
We were talking yesterday, Jennifer and I, about paradox and about how the brain cannot get itself wrapped around paradox. It's not designed for it.
Yeah. But I also belong to a forum with Tosha Silver, and her whole concept of surrender and offering is based on the fact that life is a paradox here on this planet as a human being. And the sooner that we're able to embrace that, the easier life becomes for us. Yeah.
And that's so true, because in the moment I was talking to Luca, I was deciding to put my brain claws in it, and I was being dragged. No, I'm not gonna go there. No, I'm not gonna go there. No, 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 right?
And you knew it. And you knew it.
Even though one side of me knows it, for whatever reason, and I can't explain why, I felt I needed to go, no, right? Like, you have those moments of just, I don't know, like I can't explain it again, right? There's the paradox. It's like, it part of you and you hear it because there's a lot of people expressing it, but landing in it more consistently. I guess I have this part of me that's like, you have to prove it, right?
Yeah.
I
won't trust it until you prove it to me.
Yeah, and that's never gonna happen.
Prove it to you until you trust it.
I think that's why my poof, right? The lid blows off, poof, explodes. So fun.
Yeah. I it's very interesting to see my perspective changed, because as I'm living here in Europe at the moment, I'm seeing European news. I'm seeing European values and timeframes and priorities and all of that kind of thing. Um, and I wasn't used to watching the news when I was living in Canada because I couldn't handle the vibration of it. And here I am sliding in and out of other people's realities, and so I am exposed to whatever is around me at the time. But I'm really noticing how things are different here. And I'm sitting in Germany, and Germany is of course much closer to Putin and what's happening in the Ukraine, and all the countries that are being affected, hugely affected by taking in Ukrainian refugees. And it's affecting their fuel supplies and I mean massive things. There are changes going on here right now in terms of protests. The German rail system was on strike for 6 days, and so nobody was able to move around the country on the train system. And but I'm also noticing that the fear levels are going up, because according to what we're all seeing around us, things are getting worse. And what do you do with somebody? And of course they're freaked out. The Germans are completely freaked out by Trump, and the fact that the man has been tried, convicted, sentenced, and he's still not even, is he out of jail, but he's running for president. And the rhetoric that's coming out of him is really being expressed by old people here, saying, it can only get worse. And so it's really ramping up the anxiety levels. So it was interesting to me to hear what was coming out of my mouth about fear and about what will happen with that. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it again, because I can remember wisps of it. But I don't think this is unusual. I think it's going on around the planet.
And the
Was that the
simplicity.
session before this one, Luca, that you talked about that?
I can't remember. I might have.
You
Okay.
did have in the November 16th, you chatted in about fear as a construct a lot more
Yes,
in depth.
in more
Yes.
detail. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this one was more still tapping into it, but it was future, this concept of it, but even the invitation to say that the more we listen, it said the more we listen to these channels or whatever, the concept, we start to release it as we come to more of the sessions.
Mhm.
And to me, the invitation was the more like we come together, or the more you
Yeah.
hang out with people that are kind of vibing high, so to speak,
Yeah.
the more that I think that's, it counters that other aspect. It
Mhm.
strengthens that opportunity to stay more buoyant in the vibration, just simply by existing in it, by you don't have to say anything, hang out. So
Mhm.
that was kind of more what I think came in this time. It's very much simpler in its expression.
So we're just past our 45-minute mark here, and so that was how much time we said we were going to engage you for. Jennifer and Desiree both had the idea that, well, why don't I hand it over to you, Jennifer, and you can explain about this idea of talking about this kind of thing more.
Oh, right. I'm like, what is she going to task me? Yeah. The idea was, at times, not everyone can perhaps spend time live to listen to it. And there are likely more people who will come back to it in a replay, or even the people that have attended may want to digest it with some time. So Desiree and I were offering another day, I don't know when, whether it's like 5 days later or a week later or something, where we can come back and just have, again, more playtime with it. with people to see maybe how did it show up in your week? What are you finding? You know, just so that we can have more conversations with each other. And again, you can be quiet. You don't have to say anything. Is welcome as you are. Welcome as you wish. Speak, no speak. Your vibration is here. And so that's the intention from Desiree and I, because we just love to play with all of you.
And Desiree is busy today, so she's going to have to come back and listen to it in the replay like other people will. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And again, we welcome any feedback so that, you know, you play and adjust and try different things. And, you know, that's what we're here for in life anyway.
Yeah.
So if that's something that interests you, you know, feel free to yay or, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll open a chat about it on Patreon. And
Sure.
then if anybody has any comments, you can weigh in.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll see if we can find a time, or maybe it's a couple of different days to fit different people, just so we can all, you know, chat. Bring your chocolate, your coffee, whatever, bring your creative stuff. You can sit and create and listen, or whatever, you know, lay on the floor and whatever you need to do in that moment. Right?
That sounds amazing. Yep.
I like that idea. Thanks, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Come as you are.
I do too, because then I can listen to it before I come back.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. I love it then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And I should also just to remind everybody that next month we're holding an open house for the Edge Dweller community on Patreon. So that means everybody can hear everything that we put out for all three levels of patronage. So it gives you an opportunity to see what's going on in those other areas and have a little taste. And that includes Jennifer and Desiree coming back and sharing some of the stuff that they are wanting to put out into the world, and get some feedback from all of us, because they're in the paradigm shifter level, and Brenda is also, so we're letting Brenda decide, because she's only just had this thrown at her. We're letting Brenda decide if she has anything that she would like to share with the community. So when I put the announcement about that out, there was a calendar attached to it, so you can see the things that are going on and that will be on offer. So just to let you know that that's happening, because it's your community and you're already in it. So that's it. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I said at the very beginning, and you missed this bit, Nina, that it's great for me to channel, and I love to do it. But it kind of requires somebody to channel too. So when you guys are here with me, then I've got somebody somewhere to put this when it comes out of me, and then I can share it out from there. So I really appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
you.
I wonder if Brenda, if you wanted to stick around for a minute afterwards, because Luca, we were gonna chat with her.
Yeah. So I'm just going to end the recording here.